Hello, welcome to the show Food for Life, and this is your host Dr. Saxena. Uh, we'll be talking something on chronic diseases. When started working on the thing called chronic diseases, I certainly felt that it is only the diabetes or cancer or some arthritis is only the chronic disease. Now I can tell you one thing: there are so many chronic diseases on the pipeline to not just a lot of autoimmune diseases and all that. I'll tell you the commonest thing which we are encountering, which is a really a chronic nasty disorder, and yes, it's affecting almost all of us. And when I'm sitting here, I must say, I'm also into that particular zone. Uh, yes, I'm talking about something called obesity. Yes, we have different kind of obese people around. Obesity is a frontal obesity, for general obesity. There are a lot of things, but we have never seen this kind of obese people when we did our medical schooling. Yeah, I'm talking about 30 years back. And yes, we used to see of maybe we had a class of 150 students, all medical college students, and of them, one or two were slightly, I can tell you, slightly obese, not very fat or something like that. Uh, but when I see I'm treating a medical student now. She has got about 109 kg weight, 109, 110 kg, and she's around something like 18 plus, and she has just joined the medical school, and feels that she needs a weight loss there. Uh, so we will discuss today what is this optimal weight loss, what exactly I just want to we have on the how we manage this particular weight loss. Uh, I give the term called optimal weight loss because this is one thing. The focus is on losing the fat and not losing the muscle. You need to understand this concept, which is very very important because you are losing fat and inches and protecting muscle mass. Um, See, I can tell you, 15, 20 years back, I did help my patients to lose fat, uh, but it didn't work. I used to tell, no, you people are taking wrong food. So, as doctor, we used to bring everything to the patient only. Tell them, yeah, this is something which is a thing. And I used to work with my patients on a diet, asking them to cut on and carbohydrates and fats and decrease their calorie intake. And obviously, I used to think that after all, calorie is a calorie, and so cutting back on your calories intake, with that your weight will fall. This is what we were taught in the medical school. It didn't work. You cut back calories to half, still your weight didn't fall. You might have lost few kgs by starving for the 2 weeks, but then you gain back very quickly. What is being told, yeah, we were showing the kind of loss and all that. So I got disenchanted with that particular system because now I believe the obesity is a chronic medical condition. It's a toxicity state issue. Why I'm telling about this toxicity issue and all that, you need to understand. I just give a small example. You try to, it is like a simple thing which I try to share with every of my patients when they come to us. You go to a bank, there is a person which is a teller. He takes your deposit. You give him thousand denomination thousand of your currency, and he has the kind of thing. He can put something in your savings account, something into the fixed deposit. Let's assume that he has got that power and he can do self. He can regulate. He will send 90 plus percent to the savings account and less than 5% or 10% to the FD, fixed deposit. Everyone is aware about what is the savings deposit and what is the fixed deposit. Fixed deposit, you create a asset, but you cannot break it unless it matures. So imagine the same thing. You are putting some calories, you are putting some kind of with the diet and all, whatever you are putting into the in the bank or it's in your system now, and instead of that teller which decides what how much should go here and how much should go there, it is your metabolism which decides how much so and so person requires for the saving, how much is that. So for a normal person who is a very active guy, who is thin built and he's taking lots of calories also, for him the metabolism is not corrupted, it is quite good. So 90 plus percent goes to the savings and less something goes to the savings. For a person who has, we look at some obese, he has got some truncal obesity, he has some issues with the other things like you have got waist girth is quite high, increased and all that. We classically tell this guy is obese. So for that particular person, that metabolism, the teller, he is not working to optimum level. It is it is shifting the 70% of your calories to the savings and 30% to the FDs. Then this obese person, what he does is he tries to decrease the kind of intake, decrease intake. The calories get reduced instead of 1,000 kilocalories. I'm just giving it 1,000 kilocalories. He starts 500 kilocalories. What happens is that the metabolism still gets confused. The teller gets confused and he starts retaining. He sends 70% to the fixed deposit and 30% to the. So effectively, that man has got more of fixed deposit assets. So what is the teller? What is this metabolism I'm talking about? This is a smart thing. We need to think of this particular smart this one, because this metabolism, this teller, gets affected by your thyroid, your toxins in the body. I'll be as a kind of person. I always talk about toxins, toxins, and toxins. I talk about bisphenol when it comes to the obesity. I'll talk about lead. I'll talk about chemicals and chemicals only. Yes, we need to rule out some other factors called thyroid imbalance, people having hypothyroid, people having autoimmune issues and all that. We need to rule out that also. But these are the very few people, and the people having some adrenal issues, having that pushing out appearance, the people plump kind of stuff. They are very few. They are not the general people. The I'm talking about the 90% of the patients who come with obesity. They don't have either thyroid issue, they don't have adrenal issues and all that. So these people, they are having a metabolic problem. This metabolic problem can be addressed by simple ways. Just by correcting the teller, correcting the person, correcting that metabolism, because this metabolism is hugely and hugely influenced by things. The thing which is influenced by metabolism are usually the toxins which make the metabolism into a kind of, it confuses the metabolism. So the body tries to start conserving. This is the reason I thought I should tell about something about optimal weight loss, where we are focusing on the fats and inches and protecting the muscle. Uh, Yes, I do something that includes my program includes not just the diet part. We try to tell the people not to take some foods which have got some problems, usually refined carbohydrates and other stuffs. But I try to work on diligently doing a detox program from them. I try to work on the detoxification, and it is specifically formulated to stabilize blood sugar levels, reduce hunger cravings, and stimulate fat loss. I don't want to, it's a kind of a vicious thing. You have got a obesity on the other side, you have got high pre-diabetes on the, these all obese people are into that thing called pre-diabetes. So when I talk about something about pre-diabetes, I need to tell, yes, I have to work on that stabilizing blood sugar levels for every patient. Work on reducing the hunger cravings. Hunger cravings are usually the result of something called yeast infections. The person who is obese invariably has something called fungal, or you can say yeast related problems. So, looking at these particular things, we try to tabulate some things, we try to work on a protocol, we try to give that particular thing, we ask them to work on a kind of systemic program where the focus is on the on the fat loss and not on the muscle loss. I can always tell you, doing a wrong kind of diet and all that will result in a muscle loss, which is not desired at all. You need to make sure your muscles should not get lost. So we try to put on the detox diet. We try to put on some nutrition supplements, and specifically to reduce that hunger cravings while maximizing fat loss. And when we do these balanced programs, everything falls into place. Um, what I can tell you about this program is quite safe and easy, and it looks, for me, I think it's scientifically sound because I'm not trying to create the same thing which most of the people are talking about. Calories, you cut down the calories, cut down the calories. This is not the correct particular thing. And yes, I do use some of the things while using my detoxification. And what happens is that the person who comes to us with that kind of plumpiness or kind of things, when I'm talking about a thing called fixed deposit assets, I need to break that FDs also, fixed deposits. So for doing that particular thing, normally the fat deposits are particularly over the abdomen. In males, it happens. In the males, in the females, you have got the arms, they get thing, as well as the hips, and you have got the thighs. So there is a predominant distribution of this particular thing. And when we talk about this predominant distribution of this particular stuff, we actually believe that that portions also has to be catered when we work on this particular thing. And we try to work on very non-surgical methodologies, which includes something like cryo. And we, in fact, in our therapies, we try to work with cryo as well as laser also. So we just give a food for thought. This is a simple program where I'm trying to balance a meal plan, trying to satisfy the hunger cravings, trying to work with the, trying to restore the muscle, only looking at the fat loss. So what happens is that you are at the end of the program, the person may not lose the weight so drastically. It doesn't come down to more than 10% of weight loss. But the essential part will be the stored fats. There will be a metabolic, there will be a kind of what I can usually say. It is the redistribution of fat which occurs in this particular program. The redundant parts where the fat is there, that gets decreased, and that is a major thing. Apart from that, when we do the detox and all that, the patient feels that lightness, and it is like they see their energy levels are improved. They are not. They don't want to become a sedentary. They don't want to get back into the sedentary lifestyle again. And I have seen much results. Their skin shines brightly. They have that's what we have been seeing for so many patients now. And the most important thing is they don't look like famine-stricken people. I don't want to put my patients on the knife. I don't think that more 90% and plus patients, they don't require the kind of bariatric surgeries and all. If I am optimizing the metabolism properly, I can always see that they don't require this particular procedure. What I have seen is people with horrible diets, people working with the surgeries and all that, they go into a kind of they hold that skin fat, everything goes down. They become like the sight looks very. They look like a famine-stricken people. uh, and when we our patients, it hardly you can't say the patient is on a kind of therapy, because he or she is losing diets from the kind of deposited fats that's moving around. We are not your skin doesn't lack. There is no skin sagging which happens. Most of the patients, what I have seen, skin sag happens. This thing is absolutely in our cases it doesn't happen. So I definitely say this is a scientifically sound program, and it's being designed and managed by the physicians, and yes, dietitian also plays a part, but we are normally trying to see that this metabolism is corrected, and once the metabolism is corrected, everything goes for it, kind of thing. And we used to we had reasons to believe before also this is one of the big toxicity issues. And yes, I do detox for these patients. I try to use sometimes skin detox, which is a uh, as simple as a far infrared chamber. We make them sit into that particular stuff. We try to work with the lasers. We try to work with the cryo. Cryo is again a good technology where I feel this makes big sense. I just you can always combine this cryo. Cryo, we are trying to reduce we are trying to freeze the fat, so the globules of the fat which are there, and before that, while doing that, we are using laser also. The laser is trying to make the globules of the fat, you get holes in the fat globules, and once that fat globule, which is like a plum kind of thing, with that laser and with the cryo, it becomes it gets shrunk, and all that thing which has got triglycerides and fat and chylomicrons and all, that gets reabsorbed into the your savings scheme. So your fixed deposit thing, which has got a fat stuff, we are slowly trying to break that FD into the savings. So what happens is that for when we do this particular procedure, for a day or two, the patient's he or she's chylomicrons or triglycerides will be slightly higher than normal, but that thing gets into the circulation. So for the same reason, we tell our people not to follow some of the we just follow them with some they are not supposed to fast for a prolonged period. We tell them to what are the things to be taken and not to be taken, and not just that, we try to put them on a kind of some supplements also, which helps this particular that uh, fat loss, when there is a under ongoing fat loss, we need to see that the other thing. So once this fat loss starts, there is a lot of detoxification which occurs. For the first 3 4 days, the patient starts feeling that kind of something like a something like a fever or something. They start they sense a lot of smell coming from the body, and so when they complain that they have some kind of muscle this smell which is coming from their clothes or from the underarms, and they have some slight feverish thing, we know that we are on the right track, and this is how my kind of optimal weight loss. It is working better than the 99% of the diet programs which is there in the market today. Because this is a yo-yo phenomena. What is happening with the most of the diets and most of the procedures what they do. Because I certainly believe if I am not, if I just remove the FD, if I'm just trying to do a surgery or trying to remove the fat, and that this is not going to change the metabolism. You need to work with the metabolism, because metabolism is the teller. What I was talking to you from the initially, I told you how this particular thing goes up, and you get uh, flow towards a savings deposit or to the fixed deposit. So this has to be particularly uh, this metabolism has to be properly catered. Unless this metabolism gets corrected, the patient keeps going on and on this with this particular thing. And as a doctor, I was not a happy customer. In the sense, I was not happy trying to just telling that okay, you eat, that's the reason you get fat and all that. This is absolutely nonsense kind of stuff. And yes, we try to put them on a kind of good ways. We tell them how to go ahead with that your diet. Along with that, there are some things we try to work it out that really changes the kind of outcome what we do get. So this much for this optimal weight loss, and I think this is a simple thing, but people, if they doesn't know about this particular stuff, uh, they they keep on repeating with that, and somewhere this obesity is quite high because of some toxicities and all that, and it's high time we should look into all this kind of stuff. So for me, obesity is a chronic medical disease which has got toxicity as a major problem, and yes, it deals with this all these things, and you need to go systematic approach will make a difference to the patient, and this is how we deal with this obesity. uh, Thank you.